Negative. Parliament has collapsed. We lost the defensive perimeter. We're taking heavy casualties. The capital is overrun. There is no secure route out. We need immediate evac. Sabre 3, stand by. Aerial reconnaissance shows heavy movement closing in on your sector. ETA to full breach, 3 minutes. We're rerouting exfil teams from CFB Trenton. Hold your position. There is no holding. The streets are choked with them. They're tearing through barricades like paper. They smell us. They hear us. Jesus Christ, they're climbing these goddamn buildings. We can't even get to the evac point. Sabre 3, do not lose that package. VIP extraction is mission critical. Mission critical? There's no government left. The Prime Minister's detail got ripped apart. He's gone. The entire command structure is down. Canada has no leadership. I repeat, we have lost Ottawa. Copy that, Sabre 3. Adjusting containment protocol. Ottawa is lost. Priority directive has changed. Abandon the city. NATO Air Command is en route with strategic strikes. Get out of there.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Somehow, a massive mega tsunami has formed in the Atlantic Ocean and is heading for the United States East Coast. It isn't known how this tsunami formed, as no geological anomalies have been detected in the Atlantic as of recently. It is possible that the solar eclipse is somehow responsible for this, but that cannot be confirmed at this time. The wave is expected to reach the coastline within 30 to 45 minutes. It is almost certain that the wave will completely obliterate all coastal cities and towns. Right now, all citizens on the Atlantic coastline are to seek higher ground immediately. Do not try and seek shelter underground. It is also recommended that you bring a battery or hand crank-operated radio with you, able to receive NOAA weather radio, so you can get emergency updates from the Federal Emergency Management.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and state emergency management authorities in California, Oregon, and Washington. This is not a test. A mandatory evacuation order is now in effect for all civilians located within designated major metropolitan areas along the west coast of the United States. For several months, an unidentified atmospheric obstruction has prevented direct sunlight from reaching large portions of the Pacific coast. The source and composition of this obstruction remain unknown. The continuous low-frequency sound associated with the phenomenon has increased significantly during the past 72 hours. Military forces assigned to protect major population centers have suffered severe equipment failures, communication losses, and rapidly declining defensive capability. Federal authorities can no longer guarantee the safety of civilians remaining inside major cities. Residents of the following metropolitan areas must evacuate immediately: Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento, Portland, Seattle, and all surrounding urban districts identified by local authorities. Do not wait for further instructions. Take only essential supplies, including water, food, medication, protective clothing, identification, and a battery-powered radio. Secure your residence and proceed to the nearest designated evacuation route. Follow all instructions provided by military personnel, law enforcement officers, and emergency workers. Do not travel toward the coastline. Do not approach military barricades, abandoned vehicles, damaged infrastructure, or areas where the ambient sound is noticeably louder. If the sound suddenly stops, immediately seek shelter inside the nearest reinforced structure. Stay away from windows and remain silent until authorities announce that movement is safe. Civilians who are unable to evacuate should move to an interior room above ground level. Turn off all lights, silence electronic devices, and cover windows with heavy material. Do not respond to voices, lights, or emergency signals coming from outside unless the source has been confirmed through an official radio broadcast. Major highways will operate under controlled evacuation procedures. Expect severe congestion, fuel shortages, and temporary route closures. Private aircraft and civilian maritime travel are prohibited until further notice. Emergency shelters are being established in inland regions east of the Cascade Range, Sierra Nevada, and designated federal relocation zones. Continue monitoring local radio stations for route assignments and shelter information. Military protection within the affected cities is ending. Anyone who remains after the evacuation deadline may be left without emergency assistance, medical support, communications, or transportation. You must leave immediately. This message will repeat.